I don't like her.
Why you don't like her? You personally?
Because she got money. That's one. That's one line. My son,
That's his mother. Wrong, right, or indifferent, she gonna lie, steal, kill, and protect.
you know that's live by money. He wants you to tell the truth. He really trying to get to the bottom of something. I was like, that's a small thing. He looking at it like, no, I don't want you. I don't want nobody that's motivated about money. I'm not paying. You know, he like.
While many might assume Diddy's troubles would prompt his family to rally together and do everything possible to get him out of jail, the reality seems far from those expectations. Recent rumors suggest that Janice Combs may have betrayed her very own grandson, King Combs, for money. This alleged family drama has left many online in disbelief.
Able to speak to your son.
Is he doing?
With whispers of Janice's actions spreading, some are even accusing her of stealing from Diddy's kids. So what's really going on? Is Janice truly betraying Diddy's son at a time when he needs her support the most, especially with his father is in jail fighting the allegations? Things aren't looking good for Diddy. His son, King Combs, and his mom, Janice Combs, are apparently arguing over his fortune. What's surprising is that they seem more focused on his money than his bail, almost like they've already decided he's staying in jail. But the most surprising rumor of all is that Janice isn't planning to help Diddy with bail and is instead focused on his money. Diddy has always been a huge success in the hip-hop world. He created Bad Boy Records, started the Shajon clothing brand, ran Comes WI and Spirits, and built Revolt TV. But none of that is helping him now while he's locked up in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center waiting for his trial in May 2025 after his arrest in September 2024. Even though his family, like his mom Janice Combs, his partner, and his kids have supported him publicly, there's talk that things aren't so great behind the scenes. Reports say his mom Janice has her eyes on Diddy's money and betraying King Combs. A source told In Touch Weekly Janice thinks she's the right person to handle it, but King feels just as strongly that he should be in charge. It's become a big fight and tensions are really high. They even called it a real-life Godfather situation. Janice, who raised Diddy after his father died in 1972, is standing by her son. In a statement on October the 6th, 2024, she defended him. I come to you today as a mother that is devastated and profoundly saddened by the allegations made against my son Shan Combs. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies to bear witness it. Sigh. What seems to be like a public lynching of my son before he has had the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. While all this is happening, Did is dealing with some huge legal bills. He's already put his Beverly Hills mansion up for sale for $61.5 million, a house he bought for $40 million in 2014. He's also planning to sell his Gulfstream $550 jet, which costs $60 million and $3.5 million a year to maintain. His former lawyer Mark Gagos said cases like this can cost millions, with top lawyers charging up to $17.50 an hour. As if that wasn't enough, Janice Combs is causing even more trouble by exposing King Combs. You see, King Combs has been accused of pretending to have gang ties to look tough. To many people it seems true, as he even released a diss track aimed at 50 Cent, making threats and claiming he's connected to Chicago's South Side. Allegedly, Janice exposing King Combs is only making the situation worse for him. Critics have labeled her actions as sloppy and reckless, claiming they've worsened things for both him and his dad. But that's not all. Janice also claims that his attempts to prove his street creed have gone far beyond just his music. A video of King went viral showing him shouting GDK, gangster disciple, and throwing gang signs linked to the RS, a symbol tied to Chicago's gangster disciples, a dangerous gang. People couldn't believe it. Why would someone like King, who grew up rich and famous, suddenly try to act like he's part of a gang?
Thank you, baby.
King Yella, a real member of the gangster disciples, was one of the first to call him out in a video. Yellow said, "I see Puff Daddy's son saying GDK," sounding shocked. He couldn't understand why King would get involved with gang stuff, especially with Diddy already dealing with so much legal trouble.
On the internet, and I see Puff Daddy's son on my TV. It's not a good time when your daddy fighting these allegations. Crazy. stuff he got going on right now.
Why would you want to be part of this right now? Yella asked, pointing out how bad the timing was. He even shared that King once asked him for advice on making drill music. Yella didn't hold back, saying, "You weren't raised in the streets, you're rich, your dad is fighting serious allegations, and now you're talking about GDK. His advice: stick to what you know and don't pretend to be something you're not."
Why would you even try to involve yourself into GDK movement? You were born famous and rich and famous. What are you?
Yell also warned King about the dangers of messing with gangs, saying, "Don't let the GDs get to you, dude, goofy." He made it clear playing around with gang culture can have real dangerous consequences. The video of King shouting GDK and throwing gang signs quickly went viral, sparking a lot of criticism. Many agreed with Yellow, saying King is trying to act tough, but is only making things worse. To make matters worse, people can't believe how far Diddy's life has fallen. He was once known for his glamorous parties and huge success, but now he's facing major legal problems while his own family, including his son and mom, seems to be adding to the chaos. But the drama doesn't end here. There's even more trouble for Christian than we thought. It seems what he's facing right now is just the tip of the iceberg, and the real storm is about to hit. Recently, Christian Combs was reportedly served legal papers at his father's Miami mansion, recently linked to multiple serious accusations. According to In Touch Weekly, a woman named Grace Omar had someone hand the papers to Christian. She's accusing him of a battery, saw, and emotional distress. Omar K claims that while working as a stewardess on a yacht Diddy rented in July 2022, what was supposed to be a wholesome family outing turned into a chaotic scene with drug use, sore, and unwanted behavior. Omar K., who is represented by attorney Tyrone Blackburn, says Christian became inappropriately interested in her during the trip, pressured her to drink shots, and later her in a secluded room. She says this incident derailed her career in the yachting industry, caused emotional and physical pain, and even led to a breakup with her longtime partner. This is just another loaded and meritless claim from Tyrone Blackburn, just like what he filed in the Rodney Jones lawsuit, which he still has not aired, said Aaron Dyer, the lawyer for both Christian and his father, Shad Diddy Combs, back in April. This complaint is filled with the same kind of manufactured lies and irrelevant facts we've come to expect from Blackburn. Dyer went on to say this is exactly why the federal judge in New York slapped him 2 days ago for a pattern of behavior in improperly filing cases in federal court to garner media attention, embarrass defendants with salacious allegations, and pressure defendants to settle quickly, and why he was referred to the disciplinary committee in the Southern District of New York. We will be filing a motion to dismiss this outrageous claim. Christian's legal troubles come as his father Diddy waits in jail for his trial, which is set to begin next year. The music mogul, who has been denied bond multiple times, could face up to 15 years in prison. If convicted despite the serious allegations, Diddy has maintained his innocence, with his children backing his side after hearing the allegations against King Combs. Many people online are labeling him with the phrase "like father, like son." This has made it even harder for him to speak out in defense of his dad or fight against Janice for his dad's fortune, as his own reputation is at stake. But guys, hold your horses, because a major bombshell is about to shock you. This was just one side of the story, allegedly Janice Combs trying to expose King Combs. But is Janice really as pure and righteous as she seems, or is she just after Diddy's money too? According to sources, Shad Diddy Combs allegedly used his mother's name to run a shady operation, hiding money and business deals, according to a former friend who used to work with the Trouble Music MOG.
The car. It was me, Pop, and his mother got in the car with us. His mother got in the car, he was on the phone, and then he said to his mother, "Yo, didn't I tell you who you talking to?" I said, "Boy, if you ever talk to your mama like that again around me, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you." But James, I told her to stay out of business.
Best shared these claims on a podcast, The Trial of Diddy, where he said Combs used his mother, Janice Combs, to hide publishing rights for artists. Bez, who worked on deals in the late 1990s, said this included for artists he signed, like those working on the late Notorious B.'s platinum album, Born Again, in 1999. Best 56 explained how Combs allegedly structured these deals to take away publishing rights from both him and the artists involved. Best claims this action left them with fewer earnings, hurting their future income. "All of my publishing rights went to Janice Combs. I'm here to talk about what I believe happened with her involvement. The Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act is meant to hold people accountable for systematic actions. these actions cause financial and emotional hardship, not just for me but for other artists as well, and I think Janice Combs is part of that. Best said he plans to take legal action against Janice Combs and her company, since the Bad Boy deals were allegedly signed in her name. Best also pointed out that Combs did the same thing with songs his company worked on for other albums like Black Rob's Life Story 2000 and Diddy Owned Forever 1999, both of which went platinum. While it's not uncommon for record labels to take a share of artist publishing rights, this has become a point of tension in the industry, especially as artists want to protect their potential future earnings. Other artists like Mark Curry have accused Diddy of using his mom to get around deals, making things more complicated for them. In a 2020 viral rant, rapper Madala Etha also accused Diddy of taking away his publishing rights, saying, "How dare this? Not talking about he want receipts. Let's start with your mother, and your mother got the receipts in ****8a. Everything is in your mother's name." Best, who now coaches youth sports after leaving a gang lifestyle and turning to religion, explained how he became friends with Combs and Notorious Big at Hollywood parties. He said Combs would often reach out to him for protection or to check if it was safe for him to be in certain areas of La. Best also claims Suge Knight, head of Death Row Records, had once threatened Combs, and Best helped smooth things over with Knight due to his street connections. "By this being my hometown, I knew how to maneuver through the community," Best said. Let's just say everybody knew about the situation between Suge and Puffy. Combs and his artists often came to LA to record a party, and Best says he became close to Big, who he described as more calm compared to Combs, who he saw as arrogant. Best was with Big the night he was killed drive-by shooting in 1997. After leaving a party at the Peterson Automotive Museum, Best recalls trying to warn Big to stick close to him that night. They were briefly separated, and that's when he heard the fatal shots that took Big Key's life. "I never understood how he wasn't with me when we exited through the door," Best said. "I feel like someone literally pulled him away from me and said, 'Let's go this way.'" Best believes that Big had been planning to leave Combs and Bad Boy before his death. While people are shocked to learn new information about Diddy allegedly using his mother's name to run shady dealings in high money, it's not surprising that many expected anything from him. However, critics argue that seeing his family fight over money like this, with Janice's son and Christian's dad in jail, only proves how far they'll go for money. Many believe the family is just falling apart, exposing each other, and breaking into pieces. That's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching.